One.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Mark Allen Lovewell. I'm a folk singer from the island of Martha's Vineyard. This is Molly Conole, seated right next to me. Welcome to another Sunday at Sea.
Welcome to another one. I gotta just make a little posting thingy here, so don't mind me. But I'm
my gosh,
here
you're
with
up to
you.
sun. We got people
I'm
on
up.
board.
Oh yeah.
Anyhow, we're so glad you could join with us. This is a big deal. This is a big week. We've had an amazing week. The people we care about us have had an amazing week. And as you noticed this morning, I was under my boat again.
Progress.
This time without a paintbrush. I was under the boat this morning with you to let you know that it's only a few days away before they launch my boat, put her back in the water. I don't know exactly what day it goes in, but the good news is that she's ready to go splash.
That's right, and so are we.
And we're ready to go and work on her. So that means it's a season, and as you looked around you, you've noticed, I'm sure as well, that all the leaves are coming back on the trees. This amazing yellow green.
Oh, that color
foliage
is the best.
Look that it goes with our New England region, and we've been walking each morning and noticing a whole bunch of birds showing up with an opinion. All these birds, they have an opinion. They got something to say.
That's right.
And we're there to listen to them and hear them and so on. So I hope you're all well. Please comment. Please feel comfortable with us tonight. Join in with us. Share a story.
And if you just want to just hang and listen, you're welcome to do that too. We're glad you're here.
We're so good. We're absolutely good. So anyway.
And we're in 3 years of doing this show from when you first started it.
3 years. Can you imagine?
3 years. That's so awesome.
That's an amazing.
Thanks to you.
How many things has anybody done for 3 years?
Right?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
I know.
And hopefully we got our audio and video all set up and looking good. Mm-hmm. You're not seeing Ashley in the field of view because she's sitting there quietly not doing anything.
Yeah, that's right. So she's embarrassed. She's off camera.
She's all quiet. And actually, pretty soon we're going to be moving this location, our show, outside into the A&E house where is a little more. I don't know if there's more room, but it's a change in environment.
That's right. That's the summer annex.
So anyhow, we're gonna do this song that we did in our CD
album.
on our album, which is called Underway. And Molly and I dug it up out of a collection of sea shanties, sea songs that were collected by Gail Huntington. Mm-hmm. And as far as we can tell, nobody else has ever sung this song. It's such a great tune, though.
Let's start again
1,
together.
2,
Here
3.
we go.
Hurrah, me lads, we're underway. Right welcome comes the warning. Up on deck, all hands obey. We're homeward bound this morning. You, Tom, and Dick, and Joe, and Jack, stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the mizzen gaff and loose away the spanker. Let's walk him round, we're homeward bound. Each moment brings us nearer. So heave and haul me hearties, all for friends and home so dear. You, Tom, and Dick, and Joe, and Jack, stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the mizzen gaff and loose away the spanker. Heave, my souls, and four ahead. Breeze is gently blowing, and while the morn is tinged with red, we're off with sheets a-flowing. You, Tom, and Dick, and Joe, and Jack, stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the mizzen gaff and loose away the spanker. Homeward bound, a magic word, how sweet the heart's emotion. So memory strikes a magic chord, upon the ocean. You, Tom, and Dick, and Joe, and Jack, stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the mizzen gaff and loose away the spanker. Isn't that a great tune?
That's a great tune.
It's the same thing. Like it's the same setting as the song we sing "Rolling Home," and you're going home, and these boys are on deck.
They're doing all this stuff to
They're
get
bringing
there.
up the anchor. They're at the capstan, turning the capstan, and cranking up the chain, cranking up the line, whatever it is they connected to the anchor, pulling it in, and singing this tune. It's such a great tune, and then it goes.
Great lines, too.
Isn't that fun? Very jovial.
For sure. They're happy. They're going home.
I love the chorus. You, Tom, and Dick,
Dick and Joe and Jack,
stand by to get your anchor. Here, boy, lay after the mizzen gaff and loose away the spanker. Anyway,
We looked up where the spanker was. It's in the back. It's in the back. One of these little
it's
triangle
stern.
sails.
It's in the stern. It's the farthest to the stern.
It's way back there. The spanker.
And it's gaff rigged like the sail on most of the sails on the schooner. Anyway, it's a truly wonderful, authentic song
It's a great song.
that we should all be singing when we're going homeward bound.
That's right. This is another homeward bound song.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a homeward
good.
bound.
That's
Be
right.
happy about where you're going. Or what do we got now? Oh my God.
We got another good traditional one. This is a fun one. This is a fun one.
Oh my God. Let me see if I can do this out. When I was a little boy, my mama often told me, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips, they'd all grow moldy. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. So here's a history lesson. King Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But Louis got his head cut off. It spoiled his constitution.
I bet.
Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. One more. Way haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Oh my God, there's so many verses of that song. This is only what I need to know to get me through the day. That's all I need. That's all I need to know to get through the day. Oh my gosh, should we get all right? Oh, we got two friends.
Oh yeah, we sang this one last week for you, but we just thought we'd do it again. Why not? You know.
We got a lot of positive feedback. That's why we're doing it again.
And
people like the song, and it's a new song.
It's a new song. Two friends so different. About my grandpa and his buddy, salty fisherman Donald Poole. Salty fisherman.
It's about two men.
Yeah, different.
One's a banker.
Yep.
And one's a commercial fisherman.
But they bonded over something really amazing.
And it's a true story.
This place, the sea, their
Her
love of
grandfather.
boating. Yeah, it's a great friendship. Somebody asked me this week, Joanne, she asked me, how do I get ideas about songwriting, or how do I come up with things? I don't know. It's like a great mystery how these things come, but it's got to have a good story in it. And then something about it's got to lend itself to some kind of rhythm and a tune. This tune kind of surprised me because it's in a minor key, but it's a happy song. It celebrates their friendship. So you just never know how these things are going to come out. But it's fun.
Songwriting is like poetry. If anybody write poetry out there, please comment.
If you don't, start doing it.
It's like writing a letter home.
Yeah.
Speaking, sharing a story, and of course, in the case, I can say this because I'm talking about her. You immerse yourself in the world that you're interested in. You immerse yourself. You go dive in. You put yourself underwater. You climb to the top of this hill, and you just fill yourself with the story.
Yeah, you let it lead you, right?
Yeah.
You let it lead you.
So, I mean, obviously, in the very beginning of songwriting, you don't know what the heck you're writing, but you know that it is a feeling, and so much about songs that you and I share, that we all share together. It's not the details of the words of a song, but it's a genuine feeling.
Yeah.
That is elicited from the words that are sung.
That's right. A feeling and a story, something connected.
I'm full of bull tonight.
Well, then I'm right there with you, honey.
Well, I didn't know her grandfather, but I knew Donald Poole.
That's right.
So, it elicits the memory, the feeling.
That's right. They were both great guys. Faster.
Yeah, I know that. You're going to set the rhythm now.
That's right. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
the bones.
One counts, tallies profit stocks. One counts, tallies lobster stocks. Both survived, excelled, rose to the top, all on their own. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the land that calls their name.
One came.
Worked to get away. One came, worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Friends
So different.
and the same. Jack is tired from city life, gets a break from stress and strife. Donald is tired from lines and pots, stays and mends his nets and knots. They share time along the dock, leads to time shared out at sea. Then time with their lovely wives, they are family. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the land that calls their name. One came, worked to get away. One came, worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Friends so different and the same.
They meet at Manamsha, their pipes fill the shack with smoke, chewing the fat,
sharing a story, a
wisdom or a joke.
both have knowledge for the other, each an unlikely brother,
Bonded by their deep affection and their island ways.
Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the land that calls their name.
One came.
One came, worked to get away.
One
One
came.
came, worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Two friends so
Different.
different and the same. Two friends so different, yet the same. Two friends so different, they're the same.
That's a great song. Isn't that a great song? Please comment. Please comment.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, we got lots of people joining us from all over. Oh, so pretty. More guitar songs. Yeah, so pretty. Aw. All right. Louder me. All right, louder. I got to put this over here. Louder. Oh, thank you.
Who needs to be louder? Molly needs to be
I
louder.
needed to be louder, so sorry about that, but hope you could hear it. Hey, we got lots of people here. Carol's here. Susan is here. Now, I saw pictures of Susan from over in England. Really? Were you visiting the king, the new king and queen? How exciting. That's so cool. Hey, Joanne is here too, and Caroline and Connie.
Oh my God, what's going on, folks? Why we have so many
we
people
got some
here?
nice people. Karen Dutton's here. All right.
Oh.
Hey, Karen. Hey, it's just nice to see you all here. We're just glad you're here.
It's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Feel sense of
Thanks.
family here.
Yeah, and Dawn and Eric. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Don and Eric, oh my gosh, hello.
Yay!
My boat's almost ready to go in the water, Eric.
We gotta go sailing together.
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Friday's the launch date, but the boatyard has their own opinion. I set up a day Friday, just, and then hopefully
That's right. We'll hope that it
We'll just
goes
hope.
right. That's right. So what are we going to do now? We're going to do, well, keeping in with how the inspiration leads you, we're going to do another song that's in the same key that I also wrote, but it's a totally different song. Some of this may bring up Ed Sheeran's lawsuit this week that he won about songs being the same or different and where the inspiration came from.
How many of you watched that story? Did you the whole thing about Ed Sheeran and and the writing of that song?
It was a little
We were all
scary to
nervous.
us.
We were all pretty nervous. I mean, songwriting is magic.
Yeah, but there's only so many chords, you
And
know?
yeah, that's right. Songwriting is magic, and to have someone accuse another of stealing a song, that's brutally painful.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist, and so obviously the idea is you don't want to steal anybody's words and just so on. But no one ever wants to be accused of
different enough things that it was.
So we watched that very carefully. Molly and I, we were texting each other throughout the week, back and forth, saying,
So,
But we think, anyhow,
the outcome was good.
We think the outcome was good, and
we're gonna keep writing.
We're gonna keep writing songs,
even if they show up in the same key in your head, because we never know,
That's right.
So. We gotta go capo up too.
That's right.
Oh, so maybe it'll sound in a different key, right? It might.
Where is my capo?
Let's see, where'd it go? I'll see if I can help you find it. Capo. Oh, here it is. Back here.
You got it. Good.
Migrated.
We gotta get that capo in there. Oh boy, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. That's a capo. Second. Thank you, Molly.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. Susan clarified for us. Thanks, Susan. She's in Ilwaco. So, but enjoying.
She's in Ilwaco, okay.
Yes, but enjoying the London stuff. Why
Yeah,
not?
there you go. Thank you. Thank you,
right.
Susan.
Oh, Brandy and Archie are here with us too. Thanks. We've got to give them a shout out. Thanks for being with us, you guys.
This is wonderful.
Carol and John and everybody. So, yay.
We got a family here tonight.
I know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, I think we're all anxious to get Mark's boat in the water. Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
That's right. That's right.
Let's get on the water here. We've been thinking all winter about it. It was so anxious. Having a program called Sunday at Sea, and we've been land-bound since back in November. This is very exciting. When that boat goes on the water. Can I just one moment about...
Absolutely, of course.
When a boat gets hauled out in the fall, this is the importance important fact I want to share. It is devastating for anybody who owns a boat. Have your boat hauled out of the water. I mean, of course there are people say, I don't have to worry anymore, or whatever like that. But a boat is an extension of ourselves. And boats are the way we feel. Boats are the way we feel the water around us. It gives us extra, a sense. It gives us a fifth, we all have five senses. Well, having your boat in the water. Yeah, of course you get nightmares when you think, no, there's a big hurricane this way and a big blowing northeaster doing that and whatever. But in the healthy world of music and the healthy world of boating, and there's all in the healthy world of poetry, they're all interrelated.
Yeah.
So when the boat gets hauled, it's devastating.
That's right.
It's like taking a child out of the water. Well, no, you can't. I mean, there's no comparison. But having your boat go in the water, you got all kinds of this and that and stuff. It's really exciting. It's really thrilling. It's like, I don't know how many of you are gardeners. How many of you are gardeners? Please comment. Getting the soil turned, throwing the seeds in. Am I right? We have some comment, please.
That's right.
If you're a gardener, if you're anybody who is in the rhythm of the seasons, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Get your garden going.
People
I happen to have a
you.
garden too. I happen to have a really good garden. So anyway,
That's
this
right.
song, Mother Earth. We just sang this afternoon. There was
the Climate Action Fair.
a fair. There was a gathering of people, hundreds of people, a couple hundred.
There was
people.
a lot of people there, yeah.
And
all kinds of information.
And it's all about raising awareness about our Mother Earth and different things.
How we can help.
And how we can do that. And Molly wrote this song.
Well, this is about...
More than a year ago, she was
right.
commissioned to write this song.
For the first Climate Action
For the
Fair.
first Climate Action Fair.
Yeah, we got to do it again today, and that
We-
was great. And we had
And-
family and friends showing up, cheering us on. That was wonderful.
And you'll notice with the song there are two voices. They're her voice and my voice.
That's right, because
Her voice is Mother Earth. Her voice is the voice of Mother Earth.
Mother Earth is always trying to tell us what we can do better. If we listen,
And my voice is you and I.
that's
Us
right.
humans. It's you and I.
And we're asking the
So this little
questions.
conversation that goes on, and it's emotional. It's a charged song. We hope you like it. Many of her friends say this is a great song. And I support them.
Thank you.
I need some help with the rhythm.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah.
Our mother is the rolling sea. Her waves call from the shore.
Every year that I am here, I'm closer to your door. I melt, so there is more of me to wash your land to see. Take care, for what you do to me will leave your home no more.
Mother, we hear your cry. And we hear your call. Mother, we will try to help save us all. Mother, you're an open plain. Your grass has turned to sand.
How can I grow food for you while fires burn my land? Floods and winds are stronger, rivers dry, filled with debris. Take care, for what you do to me will understand. Something like that.
Mother, we hear your cry. And we hear your call. Mother, we will try to help
Save us all.
Mother, you're a jungle, rich in wonder and in pain.
Every year they cut and scorch such species that are slain. Never in my garden will be seen such life so free. Take care, for what you do to me will haunt you o'er again.
Mother, we hear your cry. And we hear your call. Mother, we will try to help.
Save us all.
Mother, you're tired of fighting for your life and all on your own.
I cry for all the creatures, all the forests that I know. I ask, what can you give instead of take away from me? Please care, for what you give to me will reap more than is sown.
Mother, we hear your cry. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That's a great song.
Thank you. Thank you. You played so well. I love how you do the guitar, and that is so awesome. It's so good. It's so awesome.
We collaborate on things. We get along.
Right.
She comes up with a song idea, and then I try
And
and
then he plays with it and massages
I dilly
it.
dally.
That's right.
Dilly dally.
And dilly
We do
dally
a little
always
this and
improves.
that. We do a little this and that.
Yep, this and that is a good formula. It's a good recipe. Works every time. Hey, now you had some little cool news, some interesting news. I shouldn't say cool, but interesting news about speaking of Mother Earth and caring for Mother Earth. Oh, I won't disturb you.
I gotta get this tuned. Yeah, so we got news to report. We got things to talk about tonight. There's a lot going on, and one of the key ingredients that is really disturbing to me, but it is also good news in one sense, is that we love striped bass, and you love striped bass, and anybody on the eastern seaboard who likes to eat seafood loves to eat striped bass. It's important. People have thought of it as the bald eagle of the ocean for us on the East Coast. It's a critically important fish in story and spirit, and most of them are spawned in the waters of the Chesapeake Bay, in the Hudson River, and every spring they migrate north and cover the eastern seaboard, come up all the way up to Maine.
That's an amazing journey.
This is a fish that does this. You know, we often talk about herring all the time, about the migration of fish. Fish are just as wonderful and magical as birds that migrate. We love those stories. And striped bass are in trouble. Oh my God, he's telling another negative story. But the good news is that we're going to do something about it in a much bigger way. The further conservation measures are being taken looking ahead to the summer, which are going to really narrow down the possibility that fishermen will be able to take fish and take it home. Recreational, it's a troubled fish. And just in this last week, these stories have come out of the Atlantic Marine Fisheries Commission to say we're going to take these it's really draconian steps to narrow the catching. Now, if you're a recreational fisherman in Massachusetts, you're already restricted. You're enormously restricted. The Martha's Vineyard Striped Bass and Bluefish Derby eliminated the fish from the contest as a conservation measure, but also because the new regulations prohibit you from catching the biggest fish. Because
true.
The biggest fish are the mothers. The biggest fish are the fish that produce the most eggs.
So you got to keep them in the ocean.
So we got to take care of the mothers.
And you got to keep the babies in there too.
We got to keep the babies all right. And so the idea is that this new measures that have come through, and please, if you want more details, Google it. I'm just waving a flag to tell you that we all care. And we all care about the fish in the ocean. And I love to go recreational fishing, and it's hard to catch striped bass when they're not doing well. So we're sharing that story with you. A few weeks ago, we talked about salmon on the West Coast. And there's still some more stories coming out about salmon and efforts to conserve. California shut down. Moratorium. They shut down the salmon fishery. Shut it down. Pull the plug. And there are many of us on the East Coast who would like us to do that with striped bass. Well, many of us are trying to figure out ways that we can bring Atlantic salmon back. When was the last time you heard a story about Atlantic salmon? So these are all part of the soup, part of the story. If you live on a coastal community, if you live down by the water, you pay attention to the well-being of the resource, because the resource, if it's not doing well, fishermen lose their jobs, communities lose their fishermen.
Nobody wants that.
And we're on Martha's Vineyard. We're having a hard time. Our fishermen are having a hard time. So the idea is that there's going to be measures that are taken further to protect striped bass. And I share that with you because I want you to know I care. Molly cares. And a whole barrel full of friends along the waterfront care.
And we know you care too. So.
And we're hoping that with these new conservation measures that in a few years, things like this don't happen quickly, the recovery. In fact, I could devote a whole evening to my concern that we should never be in this state of constantly having to pull back draconian efforts to try and protect fish. That if we were, as fisheries managers, were far more aggressive, we would be tuning the fisheries to the point that everybody could have fish every year. The only reason why we have to shut down the whole fishery is because we overfished. Yeah. And so the message, the measure of thought that we need to share with each other is that how can we avoid these drops? How can we avoid these extreme measures to cut fishing effort to protect depleted, I'm using the word depleted, resource? I'm a very, very strong advocate of the resource. You can't take a microphone up to a fish and say, how you guys doing out there? Will you tell us what you're doing?
Well, you could.
Would you know?
That could be an interesting episode.
We could do that. Go out there underwater and come up to a striped bass and say, what do you think of what we're doing here? And I bet you if he had an opportunity to grab that microphone and talk to it, he would tell us how stupid we are.
I want to hear that. I want to watch that episode.
And so anyhow, obviously the good news is we're going to fine-tune this. We're going to figure it out. Otherwise, we lose it,
That's right.
Otherwise, it's gone. And
that's right.
And you've all heard me sing the song, No More Fish, No Fishermen.
That's right. And that reminds me of a little something, because you always say that, we can't necessarily do anything to change the fishery, this and that stuff, but what we can do is what we do is sing songs about things. Almost. I think it has to go up a little bit. A little bit up. There you go.
She's perfect pitch.
I'm annoying pitch. And that just reminded me of the sweetest little story on the front page that I'm just going to give a little shout out to. A very active man in our community in Chilmark this week, retired. The front page on the paper is him playing a banjo and saying he's going to play the banjo now more in his retirement.
You want to grab it over there?
Right? Oh, yeah. Is it over here? Oh, it was a great thing. And I'm just thinking, if more people were out there playing their banjos, wouldn't it be a better world? Look at this. There he is. He's pledging that this is what he's going to do in his retirement. Good old Warren Doty. Hooray for Warren.
And I know Warren for a really long time. He used to run a fishing operation called Menemsha Basin Seafood, and he used to buy and sell fish, ship it to the mainland. A lot of his customers were on the mainland. And Warren is, when his fishing operation closed down, he retired from that, and he's been a selectman. But anyhow,
he
plays the banjo.
He might have to have him come on the show, play his banjo. Wouldn't that be fun?
Isn't it amazing? I don't know about your community, but I bet you if you poke around, you can find it. There are a lot of people who have important roles in our community who play music.
That's right. And we saw a bunch today, and thank you for Tristan and crew who let us use their microphones at the event today. Now, you see I'm also holding up another prop here because this is needed. If you have a beverage with you now, the next song calls for a beverage and hoisting it up high, so get it ready. Of course, we got some ginger beer. Woo! We're going to have to toast in this one.
song called Captain Maggie.
We love her.
We love her. She's a dynamic woman who moves things around.
Love her.
And I want to shout out not only to Warren, but also to Emma.
Oh, yeah.
So many of you have been following Emma this past week. Emma's an amazing lady. She's my daughter.
She's like Captain Maggie.
And we toast to Emma.
Toast to Emma.
And if we could call her Captain Emma, we could toast to
There's
Captain
our book.
Emma.
There's her book that came out. I'm spilling all over myself. This is exciting, though. Look. Woo! There it is.
You see it?
Learn, Love Well by Emma Lovewell. It's awesome. Awesome.
I'm a very proud dad, and I could fill this program and every program every week about how much I love my daughter, but we really deliberately, consciously make an effort not to, because Emma can promote herself incredibly well on her own and share her story incredibly well on her own, and to have a father doing the same thing, I think. But there are some amazing women in our life. I'm not looking at any particular one. These are the movers and shakers of our world, and they're
I'm
the
looking
people.
at a bunch out there too. I know they're here watching.
There's so
with
many
us.
of our followers are women.
We love
We
you.
honor you. We respect you. We value you. You keep us men on keep our keels. Keep us keeled. You know. So anyhow, this is a song called Captain Maggie, and it celebrates a lovely lady who's a lobster woman in a world of men.
Oh, and Velma's here just in time.
Off the storm, the water is churning. Lobster pots are churning in the brine. At the wheel there stands a fine lady. She's the best of the fishing kind. Among us pot haulers south of no man's, there's a wicked strong wind, so beware. We leave the dock early in the morning to get the best of the day's fishing out there.
Here we go.
So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best. There are only a few better. She's tough when the going's rough around here. Just to be clear with you, she's tough when the going's rough around here. Maggie sets her trawls along the bottom. Her vision is seen, feeling a world she can't see. She makes the best out of a 6-fathom edge. Her day's haul will be better than me. Off no man's shoreline, boulders don't care. They'll sink any boat that comes near. The waves, the wind, and those jagged rocks will send any boat down, so stay clear. So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best. There are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. Each morning she's dressed for work like all of us. No colorful dress or blouse around here. We know her by her worn orange Grundens, tall black rubber boots, almonds fishing gear. At night, when her boat is docked in the harbor, she's all lady at the pub, among the finest and fair. She can twist and turn with any tune.
I love that part.
On the dance floor, she's free without a care.
Yeah.
So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best, there are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. One more verse. One stormy night she was out fishing late. The fog slipped in. The thick waves chased her astern. When her boat finally landed, a man was waiting. He stepped out of the shadow and under the glow of a lantern. We watched as he pulled out a wet paper bag. He handed it to her in that foggy night. She opened it, a bouquet of flowers. We all thought we saw her tears. So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best, only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. She's tough when they're going rough around here. She's tough when they're going rough around here.
A toast to get Maggie. Woo!
Toast to you,
Yeah.
our audience.
You too. All the captains out there, whatever your names are. To Captain you.
We have a new song. You have a new song.
That's right. Another new song. That's right. I was on a roll this winter, but we weren't learning them all because we had so much to do. We had trips to take and other songs to perform and other stuff. So, but we've been learning things lately.
You are going to
so fun.
love this song. I'm going to say this right up front. This is a Molly song.
Well, yeah, but I gotta give you credit because you made me write it. He gave me an assignment, so he's like, okay, you know your Irish Blessing song? You gotta write one of those for the waterfront, write one for the sea. And I'm like, you're right, I do. And then, you know the rest of the story. 3 a.m, I'm getting up.
She gets up at 3 a.m. to do her songwriting.
It comes to me. I can't help it. And you gotta go when it's going.
There's a little glowing light over here where we're sitting right now.
Sitting right on the phone or the iPad
glowing.
or something.
It's very quiet in this house. Even the mice are at bay.
That's right. But you gave me this assignment for this song, and
And then,
it's a beautiful assignment.
and I'm groggy. I get up in the morning. We all get up in the morning. We're groggy, right? And she's glowing. Brighter than a headlight on a car driving down the road. She's
like
glowing.
I'm like a
Mark
puppy.
says, I got a new song.
Little puppy.
But you're going to love this song.
We love this song.
And we're going to record it. And it's already copywritten, so we don't have to worry
That's right.
about anybody taking it away because we follow professional too.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm going to tell you again, for emphasis, you're going to love this song. Any one of you who've ever been out on a boat, any one of you who've walked the beach, any one of you know somebody who's out on the boat, or you know of anybody who's walked the beach, you're going to appreciate this song. You're going to love this song. Because the world's tough. The world is hard. You know, it's really a challenge. And the idea is that most of us are spiritual about it.
Yeah.
We need a little bit of an edge to pull us through it.
This is like a prayer. It's like a prayer. We called it. He helped me come up with the right title for it, and it's called A Waterman's Journey.
It's called A Waterman's Journey, and we will record it. We promise you.
And of course, water women are included, of course, but it's just harder to rhyme with that, right? Waterman's Journey. Anybody out there on the water is maybe going to be saying words like this.
So move up close to your phone, your computer.
All right, we're going to do it, right?
Oh, you have to send me the rhythm again. I'm just...
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Is this right?
A little slower. Yeah. Yeah, there, that's good. Here we go.
multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide.
Keep us safe and bring us home once again. storm, let us be brave. Guide us as we catch each wave. From trough to crest, please keep us homeward bound. Help us ride through gust and gale, with a sturdy mast and sail. See us through another day on Vineyard Sound. With a heave and ho to shore, make our blessings many more. As we count them, see them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again.
Don't you agree? Say yes. Please fill the comments.
Aww.
Isn't that a one that debut? This is a debut. This is an evening surprise.
That's right. That's right. And you caught it. Vineyard Sound snuck in there. Of course I had to have Vineyard in there. Of course I did. Of course I did.
She was being kind.
But I have to say
she could have put Puget Sound in there.
That's right. Well, see, we can put that in there next time we sing
Vineyard Sound, Puget Sound.
That's right.
We can make it in there.
Yeah, that's right. We could do that. That's right. But I have to say the last verse of that, the last verse that says, through a storm let us be brave, guide us as we catch each wave, from trough to crest, please keep us homeward bound, help us ride through gust and gale, with a sturdy mast and sail, see us through another day on Vineyard Sound. That actually was reminding me of this book that I have been reading. So I got to tip my hat, if I was wearing one, I would tip my hat to Sam Lowe, who's a local wonderful guy who spent a lot of time out on the sea, and he wrote this book. Here's the book. You've got to read this if you have not read
folks,
it yet.
anybody in our audience who's in Hawaii, because I know we've got a few.
That's right. Here it is. It's called Hawaiki Rising. So here's the title of it, and here he is. And it's won a prize. It won the Kapalapala Po'okela Book of the Year, the Hawaiian Publishers Association, because it really chronicles this incredible rise of Hawaiian culture after many, many decades and centuries of having been really squashed actively. But it was a whole resurgence through this building of this traditional
Polynesian
vessel, which was a double hull, thing that just was very long. And get this is how they did it. They sailed it in the traditional navigation methods of the ancient Polynesians that would go across the ocean and find these dots, these little islands across everywhere, because they were looking at the stars, they were looking at the weather, the wind, the direction of the waves, all these different factors. They knew how to find these faraway destinations, and they recreated that. And this whole journey of this book, the boat, and how it progresses from there. There were many moments like that. They were saying their prayers through just awful weather, but they made it, and it's a really cool book. So
it's enormously humbling for all of us, all of those of us who we have our iPhones, we have our GPS satellite guided this and satellite guided that, and weather reports on National Weather Service this and whatever. And when you visualize in your mind the idea of going back hundreds of years to the Polynesians who traveled the Pacific Ocean and using not one battery,
right? And think about it. The stars,
not one magnet. Yeah. Not one magnet on a compass.
And the stars are moving targets because they're going like this all night, and the boat is moving, and the clouds are covering up the stars, and the waves are moving. It's like an amazing thing that they could figure out how to do this, but they did, and they refigured it out and have taught a lot of people now these ancient skills. It's really a cool story.
I love coastal community stories. I don't know how you folks are, but I think that we got a pretty good show tonight, don't you think?
Oh, you know what that is.
Don't you feel salty out there?
Hey, Lenny, yeah.
Are you any of you folks that are stuck inland who haven't seen the ocean in a while? Don't you feel a little warmer inside now
That's
after being with us tonight?
Talk about finding your way home.
Please comment.
We know this song. And you're going to sing it with us, right? You know it too. Let's do it.
Thank you for joining with us tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You all made our night. We got a toast to you.
Toast to our followers.
We love this ginger beer.
A toast to our Patreon supporters who are loyal, continuing to help fund these programs.
A toast to our t-shirt buyers. Do you know buying one of these t-shirts is less than $1 per show of your admission to come see this show. Right?
Well, that's good, man.
Yeah, it's good, man. So it's less
We're
than
still
that.
looking for pictures of people who have their t-shirts
That's right.
on.
That's right.
Because I'm working on the newsletter. I want a picture of somebody who's wearing a t-shirt.
That's right. Any creative pose you want with any kind of groups, front and back.
And we also take letters to the editor too. Anyhow.
All right, we love you all. Sing with us. Here we go.
All hands, man the capstan, see the cable running clear. Heave away, and with the will boys, for New England, we do steer, rolling home. Rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, dear God to thee. Fare thee well, yes, Spanish maidens. It is time to bid adieu. Happy times we've spent together. Happy times we've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home the dear New England. Rolling home, dear God to thee. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pulling those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, dear God to thee. All right, one more verse.
You know what it is. You got it. Come sing it out
Thank
loud
you
with
for
us.
being with us. Thank you for launching our week.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us wrap up last week.
Yeah, both.
Please stay in touch with us. Not everybody who watches the show watches it live. Many folks watch it days later, and they watch it and comment. It's astounding. What an amazing gathering of people. I can't believe it. It's astounding to me. No kidding.
That's right.
Many thousand miles behind us. Many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that bell. Remember shore, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to Martha's Vineyard.
Yes. Rolling home.
Dear God, to thee. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, we're fun.